Greetings and salutations, viewers, and happy Spooktober. We're the Land Stars, and we're bringing you some spooks this Halloween season. As you can see, my partner in crime, J.K. Lantern, is with me, and we are going into the Gabriel Knight series. Now, what is the Gabriel Knight series?
So, God, where to begin with it? So, all of you know that our favorite King's Quest game is King's Quest VI, which was made by Roberta Williams and Jane Jensen. Roberta Williams is the one who created the franchise. Jane Jensen, she went hard on that game. She is someone who believes a lot in research when it comes to game design. Gabriel Knight is another adventure game, and it's her baby. It's sort of a paranormal mystery adventure game, and she went hard on the research for this. This is not a game I had as a kid, because this game is not for children.
No, expect a couple of nudity scenes, a couple of more darker elements, probably some blood and gore, so just be forewarned when going into this.
But, yeah, this game is really cool, so,
So with that, let's show off the intro and see just what it is we are expected to see within the world of Gabriel Knight.
Oh, 40 Sega Genesis noises.
That's a big difference from the music earlier. Cat.
Furries! Mode 7! Ooh.
Man, somebody got their strawberry jam all over that medallion. Oh. Right, I forgot about that scene.
Cheerful.
Yes. And I'm sure many of you who have taken art history classes can recognize a lot of these pictures. Especially this one with Death riding on his horse.
Yeah, like I feel like I remember seeing that in a European history course. And yet we don't get the horny Moses. Nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. These bloody tears have been crying for 10,000 years.
Accurate.
This nightmare just keeps getting worse. What a horrible night to have a curse. We may have considered doing some Castlevania for Spooktober.
Yes. Also, you'll notice some very popular, well, at least very well-known actors amidst this. For example, Tim Curry! And Mark Hamill!
I know there's at least one that I know. And that's not it.
And Michael Dorn!
That is! Hello, Mr. Worf! Efrem Zimbalist Jr. is another guy who's been in a bunch of things.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot's in this, oh my god. And of course, Jim Cummings.
Mary Kay Bergman's been in other things too.
Yeah.
I have no idea what, but
Yeah. But enough about that. Let's see where this goes. I dreamt of blood upon the shore of eyes that spoke of sin. The lake was smooth and deep and black, as was her scented skin.
this was clearly written by Emily Dickinson. Want to know how I know that? I dreamt of blood upon the shore of eyes that spoke of sin. The lake was smooth and deep and black as was her scented skin. Note, this was absolutely not written by Emily Dickinson.
It should have been. I will not eat green eggs and ham. I will not say I am. His truth is marching on.
So, fun fact, in high school, we actually had to write parody Emily Dickinson poems. Mm-hmm. That was how I wrote mine.
Okay, just a minute. It lives, I see. Do you want to speak with Lolita? I'm sorry, but Gabriel is allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out.
Subtle.
Yeah, if he ever comes back, I'll tell him. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but you could do better. Sure. Bye-bye. Good morning. The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. Let me know when you want your messages.
Yeah.
Gee, you're lively. Did you have another nightmare last night?
Sort of.
Mm-hmm. I told you it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw up your karma.
I'm sure that's it. Maybe I should write a horror novel on passive resistance instead.
So don't sleep. It's your body. Anyway, your handheld tape recorder came today.
Really? Great.
So yeah, Tim Curry's trying his best to do a Cajun
I can't
accent.
wait to see what human rights you violate with this one.
I can't wait to violate them. For example, if you would just let me...
And I located some local voodoo references for you. Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in French Quarter.
Did he mention this takes place in New Orleans?
Manage without you?
You? Give me a break. The devil himself couldn't change you.
Well, if the devil had great legs, perhaps, like yours.
And
So does that make him canonically bi?
I'm sure. Well, if you need any more research done, just ask.
This game came out in the 90s.
You can tell. But yes, as you can see, much like other point-and-click interfaces, we have some options here. A little bit more complicated than the usual standard fare of walk, look, talk. Poke.
Oh yeah,
Poke.
I
Poke.
I forgot that one of those was a. I forgot that one of those was a mechanic, even though it's a huge mechanic, because you have to do
Got a
things
minute,
with
Grace?
What's up?
Also, look at that sexy 16-bit face. Or 32-bit, I don't know bits.
I could see this being 16-bit. It would be a really good-looking 16-bit, but granted, for computers, that's kind of like a completely different discussion than with consoles. But anyway.
Yep. As I pick Gabriel Knight's nose. Let's give our secretary/receptionist a good talking to about voodoo.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I didn't know much of anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop and museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands. You should be careful investigating it.
So, what exactly is the plot of this?
We are Gabriel Knight. We own a rare bookstore, and we're an author. We are successful at neither of those things.
Yep. In fact, our friend here, Grace, is an intern.
Yep, she has a master's degree. She's considering working on her doctorate. And she works for us in the bookstore for not a lot of money.
Mhm.
Or any money.
She's here for the experience.
Ha ha. Topical.
What
Mhm.
do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the paper, same as you.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Well, I've only been here 2 months, but I love it. It's so much more alive than any place I've been. It feels like anything's possible here.
We will get there eventually.
There's no place in the US quite like New Orleans. I've never been, but
Me
because
neither.
because it was sort of the French capital in the US for a long time, relatively speaking, it's very different culturally than a lot of the rest of the US.
Mhm. Which is probably why it was such a good place to have the setting of Disney's Princess and the Frog.
Yep.
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
Yeah, right, Knight.
I mean it.
What do you want to know?
How do you like working at St. George's Books?
Well, it's not exactly a huge...
Of course, he had to
intellectual
name his
challenge.
bookstore
Although
after
math
the
in your
story of
record
St.
books
George
could
and the
confuse
Dragon.
Einstein.
I'm sure that
Still, I
won't
love old
ever
books,
come
and
up
it's a
in the
nice way to
game.
pay the bills
Nah.
while I explore the city for a summer. If you ever pay me, that is.
You get paid in potatoes, just like what Raven pays Lantern.
What do you do after work?
Well, I either go to my oil painting class or my Tai Chi. You know that.
You know,
Well,
you can
painting
go
is
So you're a
avoid this
hippie.
improving yourself stuff. You don't want to alienate us mere mortals.
I suppose I should just allow my mind and body to atrophy.
Works for me.
The deterioration of my body
Oh.
continues as
Old enough to know
scheduled.
about men like
Star
you.
Trek.
How come we haven't gone out yet?
I'm still waiting around for that lobotomy. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
They'll never become a couple.
Nah. It's clear they don't like each other.
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
That is fair.
Nothing, I guess. Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Alright, well, let's see what our messages are.
Do you have messages for me?
Dana called, and Susie left a message about a lawsuit.
Toss 'em.
Okie dokie. There's more when you want 'em.
Okay.
Do you have more messages for me?
Your grandmother called.
I keep meaning to get over there. What does she say? Did she sound good?
Are you trying to hit on your
We had a
grandma?
nice little chat. about it.
Is it just me, or does it sound like every
Don't
word
worry.
he's saying, he's just
I didn't
trying
go
to
into
pick someone
detail
up?
about your cardinal sins.
I
Not that anything
mean,
about you could
It's
surprise
just-
her. She
he
adores
is
you
voiced by
anyway.
Tim
She's my
Curry.
girl.
True.
But she said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
Ooh, I think that little ding meant something important happened.
Do you have more messages for me?
Here's a strange one. You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter? He said he was calling from Germany.
Damn,
He
that's a
told me it was
long-ass
urgent,
call
maybe we should
then.
give him a call.
Call Germany, like hell. If it's really important, he'll call back.
Well, fine. Let's just hope he's not with the German lottery for pitiful American authors.
Wait, that's a thing?
In a way, it is. In a way, that's precisely who called.
Do you have more messages for me?
Your friend Detective Mosley called. Talkative, isn't he?
Especially with you. What do you want?
He left an interesting message. He told me to tell you that his mother's maiden name is Humphrey. Oh, that's Humprey.
I'd be concerned if that was the
And that he
mother's
wants some
actual
photos
first
for
name.
you at the station, at the front desk.
It's about time.
Gabriel, those photos wouldn't have anything to do with the voodoo murders, would they?
No,
now, why would you
yes.
say something like that?
Because I know you. You're getting privileged information, aren't you? Did you tell him you'd put him in your new voodoo book?
A writer has certain obligation to his readers, you know.
Either that or he sent one of
Gabriel,
his,
you know you'll never put him in your book. Your main
ex-girlfriends
character is a
towards him.
female orthodontist. You're gonna be reincarnated as a pit bull if you keep screwing with your karma.
Pit bulls are cool.
As long as it's a male
I had a pit bull.
with a really big
That's
Okay.
enough. Thanks. Anyway, that's all the messages.
Again, I'm
Thank
starting to
God.
question if you're canonically bi.
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
I mean, you clearly haven't given him a date.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Never mind.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
You're useful. Well, that was fun.
All right. So there is a newspaper over there.
Also, let's just... Yum. There we go. Oh, there's a newspaper. Here we go. Yoink!
Times-Picayune, dated June 18, 1993.
The hell is up with
has
this
an
narration?
article
That's quite an
about the
accent.
voodoo murders. The article says
Are they
that
trying to be the
victims
voodoo
are
lady
all
from the Monkey
identified
Island games?
as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police claim the so-called voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare tactic, and that the murders are not associated with any genuine practitioners.
The Origami Killer, on the other
Also
hand.
scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Well, time to go back to
Right.
bed.
Really? Can we just make that into a little paper hat?
But there's some stuff in here we can pick up.
Okay.
For example, there is a magnifying glass and a pair of tweezers,
I see the magnifying glass.
and the tweezers are next to it.
Oh.
Mind if I borrow the magnifying glass?
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back when we get the next estate shipment.
No problem.
I make no promises. And there's the paper tweezers. It looks like a paper clip, to be honest.
I'm gonna take the tweezers for a bit.
Good. You're beginning to look a little scruffy.
Just trying to make you feel at home.
Hardy har har.
I think Grace has another thing for you.
Okay.
I can't remember how you get it from her.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Okay, yeah, no, it's not in here. Try the other talkie thing.
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Oh
my!
I know there's something in the register we want.
It's certainly light enough, but rather useless, as Gabriel well knows.
Ouch. Alright, let's look.
Gabriel looks at the cash register, checking for cobwebs.
You may have to use the,
Wishful thinking. Gabriel would love to move his cash register to Nordstrom's. The cash register is silent. As
Hang on.
usual, the cash... It's set.
let's see here.
Gabriel doesn't need any... It's...
Okay, the thing you have to use, and this is not intuitive,
Uh-huh.
go up to the status bar.
Yep.
The one that's a door.
Gabriel opens the cash register to examine the take. Or, in the case of St. George books, the mistake.
Jing! Okay.
So that thing on the left is what we're interested in.
Okay.
I trust you can live without this old gift certificate.
Knock yourself out.
Yoink.
And I think there's like a book we can look at in here too somewhere.
Why move that? There is nothing...
Wrong button. Yoink. Is it you?
Grace keeps her art supplies here.
Nope.
The books on the desk all need repair work. Gabriel
One of the
does
books
not
has a
want to-
poem in it.
Gabriel pulls down a book on snakes.
Snakes are legless reptiles. Some snakes kill their prey with poison, some by constriction. A snake smells by tasting the air with its forked tongue. The smells are passed back to a sense organ in the mouth. Constrictor snakes, however, sense their prey by vibration.
Did you know that medieval legends about dragons and giant worms are actually based on snakes? You know, dragons, devils, sea monsters, well, they've always been associated with snakes.
Grace, get alive.
Also, you shut your mouth. Dragons are real.
Gabriel selects a volume of German poetry that
Here
he
it is.
always found strangely compelling.
Drei Drachen. Drei Drachen kriechen in meinen Schlaf. Die Ziele wollen sie lebendig zum Fraß. Feurigen Atems, gespaltener Zunge, genießen sie jedes Mal.
That's nice. Kinda creepy, though. Who's the author?
Heinz Ritter. I'm not sure what it says, but I get the feeling the guy...
Wait,
was
wasn't
born
that guy
sick
who called us
puppet.
earlier Wolfgang Ritter?
Maybe it's a common name in Germany.
Maybe. So, believe it or not, that poem is a hint to a puzzle elsewhere.
Oh boy.
You don't know it's a hint, unless you speak really good German.
Sadly, I never actually finished up on my German lessons.
I don't speak German, but I do know the operative phrase in that poem that's going to be important later. Drei Drachen is German for 3 dragons. Let's see here. Go up to the status bar real quick. Does the tape recorder thing actually work, or does she still need to give us that? Okay, we have that. Excellent, excellent.
Oh, okay.
So this lets us pretty much replay conversations. There's some other stuff we have to do with it later, but we don't have to worry about that right now.
Good to know.
That doesn't
Let's-
seem to be removable.
It's a coat. Coats are always removable.
Leave my coat alone, Gabriel.
Oh, sure, I can touch your coat.
It's a bit warm in here. Gabriel decides to wait until he leaves to put on his coat.
That is fair.
All right. We can open the main door and go outside.
That doesn't seem...
How do we want to edit
going
these
out.
videos?
Good luck.
That's a good question. But we just left and now we are going somewhere. Where are we going? Well, tune in to find out. But until then, boo!
Boo!